And finally, you want to be trusted to transform treasures into triumph. Now, what's meant by that? What does that mean? To be trusted, you know, I think everybody understands. You want to be trusted. You want, when you're working with someone, you want it to be somebody that you can trust. You don't want to always look at them and go, you wonder if they're going to lie. You wonder if they're going to do something that's going to derail the situation. You know, you want to be trusted, okay? And when I mean transform treasures, what I'm speaking of is, if you think about, let's just say you're talking about a job, okay? And you say you're the grocer, you work at a grocery store and you're bagging groceries, okay? Well, you may just be bagging groceries, but to that store, those products are their treasures. And you may just be bagging groceries, but to that customer, that is their food. That's their treasure, okay? So it's all on what you make it. If you're thinking about, okay, school assignments, yeah, I might do a school assignment. You know, it might just be a research paper. But you know what? That assignment to that teacher, that's that teacher's treasure. And okay, think about that. That's the teacher's treasure. If you're playing sports, yeah, you may play a certain position. You may play on defense on football or whatever. But you know what? The plays, the effort put into investing in the development of you as an athlete, to that coach, that's the treasure, okay? All right? And here's another one. The gifts that you have, the things that you do in life, yeah, there just might be opportunities. Yeah, so what? I started here and ended up here. And so what? That I'm doing things that, you know, that might be good. But you know what? In most cases, and I'll just speak for myself, and I know it applies to many, what you receive are gifts from God. And what you do with it, and the fact that you're doing something with it, those are His treasures, okay? Those are His treasures. And so the whole question is, can you be trusted to transform those treasures into triumph? Can I be trusted to be a part of a situation, and because I'm there, it's going to maintain its success, if not succeed its success? Okay? If you're a part of an organization, can you be trusted to make those numbers be where they need to be? And in my case, I was trusted at a young age to move one little operation down from Worthington, Ohio, down to Cincinnati, Ohio. And then later on, and I didn't know that was a gift from God, working through all that, because I'd never done it before, didn't know what I was doing, but they trusted me to figure it out. And in fact, I gave the suggestion. I said, you know, because of the earlier principles, we're talking about ask questions and listen to leaks to leverage. I noticed that the company was moving work to different locations, and they said they were going to move the work from Columbus, Ohio, Worthington, Ohio, down to Cincinnati. And I said, well, wait a minute. You know, if they do that, that's going to affect what I do. So when I was talking to the people in the data center, and I was hearing some of the things that they were saying, and I went, wait a minute. It doesn't make sense to continue to have my operation here if they're thinking about doing all these other things. So my boss, who was in Cincinnati, came up to visit me, and one time I went out and talked to my boss, and I said, hey, should I get my resume together? Why do you say that? Well, if they move this work, that's 90% of our work. If they move this work, there's no reason for us to have this operation here. And that might sound crazy. That's my job I'm cutting out. But I did tell them, I said, look, why don't you just shut this down, move it to Cincinnati, and let me try to run it? And they looked at me like I was crazy, and they went back to Cincinnati. 2 weeks later, came back and said, hey, are you serious about that? And so what happened? They gave me an opportunity to move that work to Cincinnati. And don't you know that years later, that became part of my job. As the company would buy more companies and companies got bigger and bigger, they would have me go out to these different locations and fly all over the United States to assess what particular operations had to see if there was something that we could do to transfer those treasures in the Triumph. Now, that's not always a popular job, because in some cases, the jobs go away. And even with that, that's opportunity for advancement. That's opportunity to try some other things. But I would have to go and move these things around. And then after that, I got an opportunity to travel overseas to buy the first piece of equipment that was smaller in size, but 3 times faster to increase productivity. So the company was saying, well, I don't know about going to Germany to get this. And so I shared with them why we should do it. I told them why we should try it, and they trusted me. And they trusted me to transform the treasure, and the treasure was that operation into Triumph. And so that's the whole story. So when you think about it, think about what it is you're trying to do. Think about what it is you want to become. Decide you're going to be that now. And realize that your success is closer than you think. And begin right now, today, right now, discovering your path in the world, developing your passion for the world, and delivering your plan to the world. But you got to stay alert and keep it hot. I'm Wess Sr., and it's been a great time with you. Thank you very much. God bless you.